Hi everybody, this is Diana from SyS y Salado, and today we're going to make a 7-layer taco dip, which is very popular not only because it's delicious, but also because all you really need to cook is the beef, and for that we're going to use the taco seasoning that we made in a previous video. And as always, the link for this recipe can be found in the info box below the video. To make our beef, we're going to use lean ground beef, and we're going to place it in a large pan and cook it over medium-high heat until it's completely browned. Once it's cooked, we're just going to drain the fat. Then we're going to add water. We're also going to add taco seasoning. This is homemade, and I'm going to leave you the link for that recipe in the info box below. And because it's homemade, we're going to add cornstarch. We're going to give it a swirl, and then we're going to let it simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the sauce thickens. And once it does, we're just going to let it cool completely. To assemble this taco dip, we're going to place a nice layer of refried beans on the bottom of a baking dish. I'm using canned refried beans, but if you want to make them from scratch, more power to you, but canned should be fine. Now on top of the refried beans, we're gonna put a nice layer of cheese, any kind of cheese that you want. I'm using Mexican blend. Then on top of that cheese, our third layer is gonna be our ground beef. The fourth layer, which goes on top of the beef, is gonna be sour cream. Then on top of that sour cream, we're gonna place a nice layer of guacamole. It could be homemade. I have a wonderful recipe on the blog, but you can use any kind of recipe that you want. On top of the guacamole, we're gonna place a nice layer of salsa. I'm using salsa from a jar just to make things easier, but if you want to make it from scratch, I also have a wonderful recipe on the blog, and of course I'm gonna leave you that link in the info box below. Then on top of the salsa, we're gonna place another layer of cheese. Then for the final layer, I'm using chopped tomatoes and chopped cilantro, but you can finish it off with whatever you want. You can use black olives, green onions, and even jalapenos. And that's all there is to it. That's your 7-layer taco dip, which by the way, it's best when you serve it at room temperature, but if you want to store it in the fridge, all you have to do is cover it with plastic wrap until it's time to serve it. If you enjoyed this video and this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel so you can be up to date with all the new videos that I upload in the future. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye, and buen provecho.